Hey guys, seems to be some interest in my 1959 Jeep project. Let's take a look at the Jeep and see what we've got to work with. We've got a new member of the Doug's Messy Garage team. Meet Gus. Gus is about 4.5 months old, rescue. Just picked him up yesterday. He is going to be joining us. He's an absolute sweetheart. Aren't you, Gus? Anyways, not getting anything done in the garage today because I got a new friend got to take care of. But we'll get some more stuff done this week so that we got a video to attach this to. Until then, we got a little buddy down here keeping us company too. I didn't pay a whole lot for this Jeep. It's in pretty rough shape. You know, body-wise, you can see the fenders have certainly seen better days. We've already looked under the hood. As you can see, Mother Nature decided to play a little nasty April Fool's joke on us here. Inside, the tub isn't too bad. As I said in the previous video, there's no engine in it currently, but we're going to put a diesel in it. I don't know if that floor is original. That should have some ribbing to it, I think. There's a hole in the floor up there. We've got a bell housing to go with the transmission, and we've got some kind of mangled, but still relatively complete fenders. Maybe I can pull some pieces off of these and splice them into the ones that are on it, and make a couple of decent fenders out of 4 of them. I do have a spare nose piece, but it is a little bit worse for wear. When I got it, there wasn't a gas cap on it, but I did pick up a factory original style gas cap and put on there because the inside of the tank was perfect. And I figured with this thing sitting here in the yard, that would be a good excuse for stuff to get in there and eventually rot that out. As you can see, the floor pans are going to need a little bit of work. Gas pedal's just flopping around there, and the brake appears to be down low. That's the clutch pedal. Not much of a steering wheel. This has the bench style seat. When I first looked at this, I thought somebody had put a back seat in it, up in the front. Let me make a bunch of noise here. I'll bring you right back and we'll flip this seat up and we'll take a look at it. So this works kind of like a bench seat. You put a standard CJ seat over on the other side, and then this double wide or 1.5 wide on this side. That gives you your bench seat across the front. It's kind of a rare option. Of course, as you see, that we've got a top on this. My understanding is this is some kind of, it's not homemade. Seems to me I remember seeing some kind of brand tag on it here somewheres. But it's obviously going to need a little bit of repair. I might make the windows a little bigger, because some of the CJ5s with the metal top had a window that went down, you know, opens that up quite a bit more. We can see about that. We've got a 3-speed manual transmission with the T90. We do not have an ignition switch, but I did pick up a replacement one for it last fall. We've got our 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, and we've got our high-low range are in separate sticks on this setup. And I'm probably going to put an overdrive unit in this so that at least, you know, it'll go highway speeds kind of thing. And that'll put a 4th stick in the middle, just to make things interesting. The horn button is missing. Somebody's put a horn button here that doesn't work anymore. As you can see, the tub used to be red. Somebody's painted it this kind of sandy color at some point. I'm going to see about getting a factory passenger seat for this thing, or something relatively close to a factory passenger seat. And then I'll recover this side so that it matches the other side, because I do have an upholstery sewing machine. Roll up windows. They are of course broken, and as you can see this is quite bowed out, so that'll have to get fixed. Another interesting option this has, apparently this is rather rare, is we've got a tilt out windshield frame. And that looks like vacuum operated wipers. Just a single. That could be converted over to electric, not a big deal. This will, with the Kubota, will of course have 12 volt electric. I don't know whether these are 12 or 6 at the time. This is the mirror mount here on the military M38A1. This was where the mirror mounted. Some other military items that we have is there's a kind of a notch in the hood here that was used for blackout light cable. And over on this side, this blanking plate here covers where a snorkel would have come out. Under here, we have what looks like a cover, and this would have been for the cover for the 24 volt battery box that was in the M38A1. Over here, as you can see, we do have some rather Swiss cheesy floors. We're going to have to fix that, but that's not a huge problem. And oh good, the seat brackets are there for the front seat, so we just have to get the pipe frame and a reproduction seat. It's going to take some money. This is not an overnight project. We're not going to get this thing completely put together and operational this year, but I am hopeful that we can get it so that it's at least can move under its own power. Whether it stops under its own power or not, I don't know. But I'm hoping to get the engine and get the drive line kind of sort of functional. Little bits and pieces kicking around here. Spare tire mounts on the outside here. I'm not sure what we're going to end up running for tires on this thing. I do have a second one of these great big huge rims so that we could put this is a 31 tire. Actually, I really like the looks of it. Front bumper is going to need some work for sure, and it's really going to need a little bit of body work. Well guys, that is the Willys Jeep, or Willys Jeep, that's how you gotta say it. It's gonna need some TLC, but I think we've got some good bones to work with here. We're not gonna go crawling around underneath it at this point. The frame doesn't look too bad in it, so when we go to do it upright, we'll strip the body off, we'll completely clean up the frame, get everything dialed in, rebuild the body and put it back on. These are fairly simple pieces of equipment, but that is going to take a whole lot of work to make it happen. Well, that is it for looking at the Jeep CJ5. Thanks a lot for stopping by. If you got this far in the video, give me a thumb up. Say hi to Gus. Hey Gus. Say hi to the people. If you haven't already done so, consider subscribing to the channel. I'd love to have you come back, and we'll catch you guys in the next mess. Thanks for watching. Oh, and I do have a whole bunch of parts that I've ordered in for the Kubota engine to start the conversion process. So more on that coming soon. Thanks for watching. What are you doing? What are you doing? Go get it. Go get him. What's this? Gus? Gus? Gus, Gus. What's this? Is that your stick?